not to go catch on fire.
So how are we supposed to drive this home?
So hang on. I figured that y'all didn't want this thing back, so we got y'all a new car. So that car is my girlfriend's grandparents' car. They are sweet, sweet, sweet old couple, but they don't really have the money to fix their car, and unfortunately it's having a little bit of problems. We're here about an hour from where we live picking that thing up, so we're gonna take it back to the shop, and Doug's gonna get working on it. That way we can get it fixed for him. I feel bad because it's been like 3 months, and we're just getting a free time to get it all fixed, but they ended up getting another car given to them by, I believe, a family member, or it was an older car that they had or something. And now that car also is running hot. So whenever they called and told us that, we got in the truck immediately and we're coming to pick it up. So we're gonna fix it for them. Here it is. Thank you for helping me with this.
Oh yeah, not a problem, dude.
Oh yeah. This is how you get
That
family
looks pretty
approval,
bad.
by the way.
Oh.
If you guys are out there and you want to get approved by their family, that's how you do it.
You fit this car pretty well, Doug.
Is that a turkey?
I was thinking bird.
Either a fox or a bird. I wonder which one.
Animal noises are all the same.
It's like saying all humans sound the same.
It's all grunting animal noises, bro. That's all we are. It's just really, really, really advanced monkeys.
Some of us are really advanced. 2 weeks later, and we just, no, I don't know. Nothing went as planned. What we had started with was the intentions to go pick up the car, bring it back here, replace a radiator max, and the car will be fine. Well, it turns out that we get it here, and it is not a radiator in the slightest. The entire engine was completely gone. Gone. If you haven't seen my TikTok, it was gone.
So the whole thing's gonna have to come out. So either crate engine, or we can start looking at pulling this out and trying to rebuild it.
So unfortunately, instead of it being a radiator or water pump leaking or something like that causing it to overheat, what happened was, I honestly don't even know what the cause of it overheating was, but whenever it overheated, it definitely let go of a head gasket, or maybe two. And the bad thing about these engines in particular is that whenever stuff like that happens, to go get an entire gasket and you're looking at the labor of pulling the entire thing apart, putting it all back together, you're honestly usually better off just buying a crate engine. Anyways, after that, we decided to go ahead and just order a new crate motor, and while the crate motor was taking time to ship here, Doug was gonna pull out the motor out of the Jimmy. That way, whenever the crate motor arrived, we'd be able to throw it right in, bring it back to them, hopefully in a few days after that.
You could have done 2 Coyote swaps in the time it took you to do this.
Probably 4.
Actually 4.
Really?
Actually 4.
Upon taking out the engine out of the Jimmy, we located quite a few more issues involving the transmission. It's probably going to need a new rack and pinion. It's probably going to need new power steering. It's probably going to need a new brake. It was just a lot more stuff than what we were expecting. So we made the executive decision to just give up on that project. It is so far gone that yes, you could fix it for maybe a few $1,000s, but at that point you're putting a few $1,000s into a car that was made in 2001. What we did was Daniel had a G35 sedan that he had a while back, and the reason why he didn't have a car for the longest time is because he was chasing down a misfire on that car that we couldn't figure out. So
It's got power.
Alright, here we go.
You wanna drive the truck?
Yeah, alright.
I'll ride with him and film.
Daniel basically donated the car and said that if we were able to fix the car, we could use it to give to her grandparents and use that as their next vehicle instead of giving them back the Jimmy. It just seemed like the more logical thing to do, being that the car is 10 years newer, it's an Infiniti, it's got push button start, it's a just all around nicer car, way less miles. I know we already bought an engine for it and everything, but
Jimmy's gotta go.
yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do with it yet.
Yo, Jimmy wronged the family. He was a sweet boy, but Jimmy got to go.
I think so. The Jimmy can be fine, but it's gonna take a lot.
And about 2 or 3 days go by, and we finally got the misfire fixed. So we just now called them and told them that their Jimmy is ready to go. And so we're gonna take the Sprinter real quick, go pick them up and take them back to the shop here, and pretty much let them know that we've got some good news and bad news. And the bad news is that Jimmy is just toast. I guess we'll pick them up, take them back here, and see what happens.
Jello! Oh, look at
Hello.
you, all nice. You got nice for me?
Yeah.
You ready to get that car back?
Yeah. Excited. Just getting out of here for a little while.
Yeah. When was the last time you left the house?
God,
It's been a minute.
man. Hey, God. Hey, boy. Boy, I thought I was about to come look for you.
Kevin, I ain't getting no fun.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm getting remarried.
Get remarried? No.
No! Oh, but so who's driving?
Oh, it's Daniel.
Gavin, this is beautiful. I thought you was bringing me a hearse, but.
A hearse? No.
Lord, this ain't my time yet. How's your family? How's your mother?
They're doing good. They're doing real good. We just actually went down there and saw my sister's graduation. She just graduated high school, so we went down there and bought this, and then went down there and surprised my sister with it and brought her to graduation in it. So it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
We got 100 acres, so we're about to go build like a big old giant compound, pretty much. What?
I got it.
She's asking when I'm gonna marry you.
I've been asking that for a long time.
A long time. The whole 3 years that we've known each other. A long time. Long time.
Did you tell how long we've been married? Oh yeah, they just had their anniversary. What was it?
43 years.
I've been married 43 years. Good Lord. Good. How long do you know each other before getting married?
About a year, 2 years.
What?
Oh my God.
You know, I can't do technology. It's a paper, I can't.
So look, before y'all freak out, because you can't freak out, okay? You gotta pinky promise me first.
I'll pick it.
All right, pinky promise. You won't freak out. All right, pinky promise. Okay.
Gavin, you told me you wasn't going to do no Jesse job on this thing.
Whenever we picked it up the first day, we didn't want to tell y'all anything, and I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
Whenever we went and picked it up the very first day, Doug started looking at it when we got home, and we found out that the entire motor was blown on it, right? I had ordered a new engine for it, and it came in the day that Doug actually got it pulled out, and so once we got it out and everything, we actually, the day that the motor came in, we found out that it had like tons and tons of more problems like could not even imagine. Wire harnesses were all tore up, like wires everywhere, eaten up, and
Oh my goodness.
It was just
taped up, burnt up.
So what?
Dang, look at the start of how bad. That's gonna catch on fire.
So how are we supposed to drive this on?
So hang on, let me show you a
You gotta
video
push it
first.
home.
Y'all gonna pull us back?
Here, look, this is what was coming out of it. That was what was,
that's your oil pops.
Dang.
well, it's not one to load now.
Okay.
But it
So-
looked like milkshake.
Anyways, here was what we did. I figured that y'all didn't want this thing back, so we got y'all a new car.
No,
That little thing right there.
no, you didn't.
It's a 2008 Infiniti. Don't look at me like that, you're gonna make me cry. I'm not good at this stuff, stop. So it had a few problems, but Doug went through it for the last like week and fixed every single thing on it front to rear and got it like perfect. So it's like 10 years newer. Y'all have a push button start. It's power everything. It's leather everything. It's got good tires because that happened too whenever we got it back. Clean
there's-
title.
There's just.
No. So that's what I was gonna say. If y'all wanted to, we could get creative and figure out something to do with it that would be fun. If y'all are mad at it as I am, because I know Doug was mad at it after.
Yeah.
He's sitting in the car.
Oh.
Just think of what y'all done.
She said you can do whatever you want to.
Just think.
Come check it out. Come look.
Yeah,
This one is a whole lot better, believe me.
Oh man, go ahead, mama.
I'm gonna say, y'all go ahead. Y'all look at it.
Oh no. No way. Oh, I love you.
No, I love you too. No problem at all. Trust me. You need to be thanking him. He's the one that's, I'm telling you, he was going crazy. I'm telling you, he's the one. He did everything. He was the one that pulled the thing out.
He is.
So you
Pull
can,
your pants.
Oh, that's just working.
it's a little bit different. So this, you just have to keep this key in your pocket. You don't have to put it in anywhere. So whenever you get in, you just put your foot on the brake and there's a button in there. You just push and it starts the car.
Mash the button.
Yep, push the
I'm gonna-
brake and then you can hit that button right there. Yep,
there you go.
there you go.
How do you kill it?
You just push the button
You just
again
push
and
the
it'll
button. You
kill
don't
it.
have to press on the brake. You just push the button and it'll turn on.
And this one, keep your foot on the brake, but put it in reverse real quick and it's got a backup camera. Push the brake all the way.
I don't think this
Oh, this one doesn't have a backup camera? Well, y'all got a sunroof.
That's a
That
consolation.
sunroof never opened.
Really?
Never. 3 years it never opened. Oh man. Y'all gonna make me drive away home. Crap. Intelligent bunch of guys. I'm gonna pray for y'all tonight.
You know what, Gavin?
All your blessings come true.
What's that?
We was heading into town when y'all called and said y'all was coming to get the truck.
Yeah.
We was going to get the stuff for it, but gotta fix it. But
Yeah.
it's just funny how I just told him, I says, why don't we wait before we do it? Because we was really just go buy the stuff and probably just mess up.
Get
You can ask him. It needed a good north of probably $3,000 more and stuff past that. So
Well, you want to get your stuff out of the Jimmy and put it in this?
Yeah, there was a video I was watching and I told Richard, I said, look, your handicap's still hanging up.
What's it mean? I think you'd find it